Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called The Coming UFO Wars. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help spread the word. Now, let's get started. For those of you who have been watching the news lately, you may have noticed more and more stories from whistleblowers about UFOs. So we looked into this, and here's what we found. Now, I have to say, I thought I knew most of what was going on in the UFO world. You know, things about Area 51 and some of the other stories over the years. But everything I thought I knew turned out to be only a fraction of what was really going on. Let us tell you what we found out. It's going to amaze you. First of all, the history of UFOs goes back to the end of World War II. When the German command started realizing that they were losing the war, they started loading up their UFO technology and moving it offshore to other countries. Some of it was captured or intercepted and moved to the United States after the war. It was captured and moved there by American teams. Some of it was moved to other countries when the remaining German scientists realized what was happening and they wanted to get out of the country to continue their work on this technology. After the war, the US and Canada and a few other countries continued to find crash UFOs. They would take them to Area 51 to study and reverse engineer them. Most people knew this already, but here's what most people don't know. In the 50s, our scientists successfully analyzed, reverse engineered, and were able to successfully replicate the technology in these crash UFOs, and then were able to produce America's own version of these ships. There are photos out there, side-by-side photos, that compare real alien UFOs to the functioning replicas created by America. And they're pretty similar looking. At last count, we're hearing that more than 17 actual crash UFOs have been captured and taken to Area 51 over the years. Here's something that most people don't know. Did you know that the level of top secret clearance that you need to check on or work with actual UFOs is now higher than the level of top secret clearance that you need to work with atomic weapons, atomic bombs? That's how highly protected and valued our UFO technology and ships are. It's more precious and important than our nuclear weapons. Next, they moved a lot of our UFO labs and bases and technology to, of all places, Antarctica. Why is that? Because they wanted to keep prying eyes away. The public kept coming out to Area 51 to watch and study and film anything they could from a distance. And they started doing it in large numbers. Next, they thought they were safe doing their UFO work down in the Antarctic. But then the Russians and the Chinese and other sovereigns started coming down with their ships and military initiatives, and these started becoming a problem. They could see we were working on UFO technology and faster than light communications down there. So then various countries like the US and Canada and some others decided to move all the UFO work and studies and test flights and manufacturing efforts to, of all places, Australia. Why Australia? Because it's a sovereign country which other nations can't just visit like they can Antarctica. It's harder for them to interfere or potentially steal IP, and that is becoming a growing problem. And there are vast interior and coastal areas of Australia where we can test and fly our latest generation of UFOs without countless people standing around with their cameras and phones trying to film them. But here's the latest problem. The Chinese and the Russians have also found or captured or re-engineered alien UFO technology. So what you have now is the most technologically sophisticated countries in the world all working and advancing or incorporating UFO technology into their own ships and weapon systems at the same time that everybody else out there is pretending that they don't have any UFO technology. Of course, that's a lie, but lying isn't working anymore because more and more whistleblowers are coming forward to reveal everything they know. And a lot of them have actually worked on these projects, so they know a lot. And they're going on news shows, they're going on podcasts, they're talking everywhere. So why is all of this a problem? And how could this possibly lead to UFO wars? Well, let us tell you. First of all, it's getting harder for the defense industrial complex to keep charging the U.S. government for conventional weapons development and testing and manufacturing when everyone is starting to realize that we're in possession of alien technology and chips that are light years ahead of anything the current military industrial complex is manufacturing for the U.S., and that includes hypersonic missiles. The next problem is that as the tension and the problems between the major superpowers continues to grow and escalate, then it's only a matter of time before one of them starts using its advanced alien spacecraft or weapons or technology to attack one of their enemies. And when that happens, then their enemies will respond with some of their own alien spacecraft or alien weapons or technology. And it is at that point that the entire world will see what's really going on. And when the UFO war breaks out, people suspect that the various governments of the earth will start claiming that these wars are being piloted by actual aliens from other planets. And they're fighting with each other, for dominion over the earth. Now, recent whistleblower reports and testimony and revelations in the media tell us that in addition to being able to travel beyond light speed, this alien technology will now make it possible to manipulate physical spaces and dimensions. One recent media report stated that one captured UFO appeared to be approximately 30 feet in diameter on the outside, but when our engineers and technicians climbed inside of that alien ship, it appeared that the inside was larger than several football fields. If they can manipulate the interior dimensions of one of their ships, then there is no end to what they can do and carry with a ship like that. A single UFO could theoretically carry countless soldiers and weapons and technology. They can also alter the passage of time in these ships. One report stated that a technician spent 5 minutes inside one of these alien ships that had crashed a while back, while the engine was running, and when he came out, he looked at his watch and 4 hours had passed. Now, on the inside, when he was inside the vessel, his watch said that he'd only been inside for 5 minutes, but on the outside, 4 hours had passed. So, what would a war between nations look like if they fought it with these re-engineered UFO vessels and weapons? We believe that a war like this would be much quieter than a nuclear or conventional war, but it would also be much deadlier. We suspect that entire enemy cities could quietly disappear if we directed our alien ships and weapons at them. And if they could manipulate the passage of time, then some of these cities could be destroyed before they were even built, so it would appear that they never even existed and no one knew about them. Imagine if people woke up one day and Moscow or Beijing or Tehran simply disappeared, and it was like it never existed. Imagine those kinds of military capabilities being brought to bear during a UFO war or conflict against our enemies. That would be a much larger threat than a simple nuclear exchange would. Good luck. Thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help spread the word. Thank you, and we shall talk to you soon. Bye-bye.